I mean, the whole thing is like, you can be a nerd about anything.
Welcome, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, back to the Nerdvana Podcast. I'm your host, Terrell, with my co-host, Gianni.
What's up, guys?
What's up? A lot has happened.
Yeah, it's been a little bit since we've done the podcast, but we've been filming some stuff.
A little bit over 2. Yeah, a little new show here and there. Got something nice for you guys planned out. Mm-hmm. But this year,
a lot of games.
2025 has been an insane year for gaming. Like movies too, but games, like the amount of new game announced, and like, because remember E3 used to have them all together. Now they all do it there separately. So we have State of Play, Xbox, and Steam Summer Game Fest.
Yeah, Summer Game Fest.
All happened within the span of 2 weeks. So we got a shit ton of gaming news to talk about.
I do kind of like that they have their own little shows now. I think like the E3 is just so like that's our generation. That's gone, bro. Like that's
bro. I wish I was able to attend at least one.
Yeah, like that's gone, bro. Like that's gone. Now we're like, Sony State of Play. I think that one. I remember I watched that one with my girl. That one. I mean, it wasn't. Again, everyone was expecting Bloodborne 2.
Bro, let that go. Please, guys. We gotta let it go.
Y'all never getting that shit, bro. Sony shit up is like, nah. They wanted to get Resident Evil 9, which did actually come out in Summer Game Fest. We'll get to that later. Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Sony State of Play was kind of just bare bones, like it
was more
not
of an
really
update.
Much.
It wasn't announcing anything. It was more like, here are the games we've been working on, and here's some updates. There was a new one.
Yeah, Silent Hill F.
Oh yeah, Silent Hill F
looks incredible. Like they also announced that they're working on Silent Hill 1 remake. So they're remaking Silent Hill 1.
Oh yeah, that's because people were complaining that they wanted 3 first, but technically 3 is a sequel to 1.
They wanted 4.
Yeah, but 3 is a sequel to 1 though, right? Because
I don't listen. I barely know shit about Silent Hill. I don't pretend to know anything about it. I just know that I thought it was an anthology series, but I understand there's sequels that connect them all.
I watched like a lore timeline explanation video on one time, and I'm pretty sure the dad, or again, it's the main character. They're related to the first main character. I think is the dad of the third main character of the game.
Okay. I mean, Silent Hill F looks to be kind of like, I mean, I'll be honest, watching it, I thought like it was like some kind of anime, like Persona type shit. Like
it's
like
completely
this,
new.
Yeah, it's an Asian little schoolgirl thing. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then I'm like, oh, this is Silent Hill.
Because it's technically a first place, because a first new place, because every Silent Hill takes place in Silent Hill. This one is the first one that takes place in Japan. And they're saying pretty much Silent Hill is more of like a state of mind. It like follows you. So I guess it makes sense, You can't have every single one of the games. Yeah, you can't have them all in Silent Hill.
I mean, just from what I saw from the trailer, some of these like little like monsters are showing off, or like it's very
unique.
It's giving me like Ring vibes, like Grudge vibes. Like again, I fuck with it. I'll buy it.
Themes of Japanese horror can get very, very dark, especially.
I think
there's some Japanese move. Tetsuya the Iron Man. Oh my god, guys.
Yeah, there's some weird shit,
some crazy ones.
Yeah, but they also showed again Death Stranding 2 on the beach, which is also coming out very soon. Very soon.
Under a month.
That's coming.
2 weeks, I think. Very close.
I think next week it comes out.
Yeah,
next week.
I'm about to pre-order that shit. Again, that's my most hype. You gotta finish the second one. I'm telling you, man. The story of Death Stranding is phenomenal. Nothing like no other.
I've been Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 has had me in a chokehold. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Yeah, that game's had me in like a fucking chokehold.
That shit was good. I think I dumped like 50 hours into that one alone. That shit was really good.
Yeah, they also announced
a new James Bond game.
Yeah, James Bond, which is done by the same people that do the Hitman games. So for me, like
it's like semi-open world maps.
Yes, but I hope they keep it. I really hope it's not just James Bond Hitman. Like I hope like they actually it looks like from the trailer there's a huge emphasis on a narrative.
Was it first person or third person?
Oh, third person. Yeah, third person.
So
definitely.
Okay.
They're going for a much younger James Bond. I think he's like 25 in the game.
He looks young. He looks very young. Yeah.
I mean, it's called First Light, which like we're getting a James Bond game, like which we haven't had that since like PS2.
PS3, I think honestly, PS3.
I cannot remember the last James Bond game we've ever gotten. Like I
last
grew
one
up on
played what GoldenEye, right? You
GoldenEye. I grew up on Nightfire. Like I grew up on like old James Bond games. So the fact that we're getting, I mean, that classic score, dude. Like I'm hyped.
Yeah, this is definitely giving Hitman vibes, but maybe more of a story where Hitman was more of just a open sandbox. This is narrative driven.
There was a story, but it's in the background. Yeah. For me, this looks like some spy espionage thriller. Again, it's James Bond. Like I'm hoping for like some cool spy espionage type.
Wonder
shit.
If that's gonna be like James Bond related song to this one. Let's hear Adele again or Sam Smith.
yeah. They do a classic James Bond opening. Like he fucking.
They updated also some shit. Snake Eater, Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. They also gave more gameplay footage on that, and again, one of my second most hyped game of the year. So that looks pretty good.
I think Snake Eater is probably the best one in the entire franchise.
Everybody's considered the best one. Yeah, everyone says that.
It has the best main character, Naked Snake, aka Big Boss. He becomes Big Boss.
Yeah.
But you're actually after Big Boss. You're not Big Boss yet. I think, like, I remember playing it when I was like 13, like on a old like PS2, and I remember thinking
I don't think
about
I've ever played it.
I remember playing it and thinking this is the weirdest shit I've ever, because again, it's Kojima.
Kojima, man, you
like Kojima, like they're gonna try again. It's Konami doing the remake, but it's Kojima's game.
I mean, even the people you work with, they say, I don't understand what he says. He just says cry and then look above you. There's a whale, just then start crying again. It's like, okay, like his mind is amazing, man.
Yeah, but that game's coming out. Like again, I'm hyped for that. There was also Game of Thrones War for Westeros, which I don't know what that is. Like I was like, ugh, like
I don't know about that one.
Game of Thrones
it's giving video game. Yeah, it's giving mobile app, so I'm good on that one.
Another cool one that I saw, Troy Baker's coming back for Mouse PI for Hire. Have you seen this shit?
Mouse PI for Hire.
My God, it looks like it. Listen, hear me out. It is like going for Cuphead, like the Cuphead vibes, like those 40s cartoons vibes.
Oh, like that Mickey Mouse thing.
Yeah, but it is like some 2D type game while you're playing it, which
it's
is
that first person Mickey the Engine. Was it Steamboat Mickey type style video game? I think Troy Baker is going to be the villain. I think he's like the villain of the game. So
first person 2D though. It looks like 2D though while you're playing it, which is
like you're shooting paper. Yeah, it's a very unique style. I love the style. Hey, Troy Baker, sign me up wherever the fuck he's on. I'm on it.
Mortal Shell got a sequel announced. Again, I'm not a Mortal Shell person, but again, some people were hyped for that, like a sequel finally. Atomic Heart 2 got a sequel,
which is insane because I thought the first one kind of bombed. I heard it was not that well received.
Yeah, I mean again, I didn't play it. I didn't touch it. I didn't play it.
It was like Xbox Game Pass. I looked at it. Surely never played it.
Let's get to my favorite one though.
Which one?
Splitgate 2. Let's talk about how you kill a game on arrival.
Oh
To me personally, like
Jesus Christ, man.
I'm trying to get everyone hyped for a game, right? The last thing I'm gonna do in this fucking political state that we're in right now is wear a fucking make games great again hat, walk on stage, and just come on and be like, listen guys, Call of Duty fucking sucks. Fucking, you guys want to play like Halo, like Gears of War, like
and then they proceed to make the most basic generic Call of Duty ass game generic battle royale again. It's like the first one had that one like boom. They made a shit ton of money. They could have sold it. They didn't sell it, and then they ended up losing because it died again. I'm shocked that they even got a chance to make a second one, and this is what you get. Like, you finally get a second chance, and this is what you do with it. Dead on arrival. That shit is dead. You can't coming across like a cocky bitch doesn't sell a product. I don't know what people think.
Shouting out a better game, saying like, yo, Titanfall 3, when's Titanfall 3 coming out? And just saying like, I'm just tired of all these boring FPS shooters that Call of Duty's chucking out. Like, he's naming these games off, like these boring FPS shooters, and then proceeds to give a Battle Royale game, bro. Like,
fucking pathetic,
bro. Battle Royales haven't been relevant since 2018, bro.
I feel like the whole Portal thing kind of defeats the purpose. I think the whole, like, making your own Portal, that makes more sense in an arena-esque scenario than a open world, big battle area. But
I just thought that was funny because he kind of killed his game on arrival. And then my favorite announcement came out. This was in
State of Play or Summer Game Fest?
No, this was definitely Summer Game Fest. It was Resident Evil 9 Requiem, which looking at it, it looks insane. I'm hyped now. Village was great.
It's apparently the final Resident Evil ever. Apparently.
No shot.
And they say no because Leon's coming back. I mean, they haven't announced it, but obviously, it's the whole going back to what's it, Raccoon City? Yeah. I myself, I mean, I like Resident Evil, but I think you're definitely more of the bigger fan than I am when it comes to these games. Who is the main character? She's like a returning character?
She is the daughter of another character, but it's from, again, Resident Evil has a lot of spin-off games.
Like
a lot.
20 at this point, I think.
So she is a daughter of one of these spin-off main characters.
What's it like, Resident Evil that shit reopening or redux?
Something like that. Her last name is Ashcroft. I forget again, I'm not going to pretend like I know whose daughter she is, but she is a daughter of a character in the Resident Evil universe. They did some behind the scenes, like back of the house, like gameplay to some of like content creators. People have been describing it as like, you know, they're really going for that horror-esque vibe more again.
Oh shit.
Like they did in Biohazard.
Okay.
Again, I think they got too many people that kind of like Village was great.
Village was
up until the last half, it kind of just ditched the whole horror shit. It went straight action.
Honestly, I think Village wasn't even scary. Like again, I played Resident Evil 7. That shit was scary. Village had its scary moments. Yeah, one section. That fucking.
And they're saying the section they were allowed to watch someone else play. They weren't allowed to play it hands on. But they're allowed to watch somebody. It was giving them those vibes of 7.
I mean, a unique aspect of it as well is that you're able to switch between first and third person seamlessly.
Yeah.
So like that is interesting.
Yeah,
100%.
They did say that it's first person recommended. It's recommended you play first person. But
also, it's going to be more like the Resident Evil Village DLC then, where you play as the daughter and that's like also third person, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna play it first person. I love whatever the game comes in stock. That is the way the artist envisioned us playing it as. That's what I'll do it as. I'll probably just do 2 runs. I like to play Resident Evil games like once or twice.
I mean, that's the one aspect. Like the speedrunners, you can low-key beat like a campaign under 6 to 5, maybe even 4 hours, and then your reruns. I loved Resident Evil 4. I will say that. I think I never really had that much of a love for all of them until I played Resident Evil 4 Remake. I played the original as a kid, but I had no idea what was going on. But the remake was really good. It kind of crazy how much of an adventure game it felt like. It wasn't really horror.
I think that it did have horror moments in it, but you're right. It's not a horror. It does have the survival horror elements in it, but it's not as scary as like I think. I'm walking
around with a fucking bazooka. I don't think I can get too scared if I got a goddamn fucking rocket launcher and
but
RPG
it's
on
fun
me.
though. It's the most fun
so
Resident Evil game. Like honestly, like if I had a top 20 games, it'd be in there like easily. It is the best Resident Evil. No. It's the best Resident Evil game. I think 2 is definitely more the true survival horror. If you're looking for that, like that's true survival horror like type shit. That's number 2. Resident Evil Requiem looks like they're bringing back again. The leak said they're bringing back Jill and Leon.
Yeah,
they're not in the trailer.
They have to.
I mean, Leon's gonna be old. Like Leon's gonna be old.
Oh yeah, because this technically, because once the last chronology again, the timeline's all wonky. But I feel like Leon hasn't been seen in the game like timeline 6, which is like probably 15 years, right? So he might have some gray hairs on him. We might get old man Leon.
He's gonna be old, dude. He's gonna be like Joel. He's gonna be old. I mean, Chris Redfield, he's pretty old, and Leon and Chris are like roughly they're close to the same age.
Practically the same age.
But if what you're saying is true, Jill's got to be in the game. The game series as we know it started off with Jill Valentine, Chris Redfield, like Wesker, like in the first Resident Evil game.
I forget they were the first 2. I keep forgetting. Like Leon is the second main character.
Jill Valentine. Like again, like it started off with her. So if it's gonna end, she's got to show up. But it's clear to us that you're not playing as them, which again, a little disappointing to me. Okay. I mean, my God, she's on the posters. This new blonde chick, like this Ashcroft person, she's on the posters. Like they're saying that unless they're gonna do like 2 different playable characters.
I think, what if Leon has to rescue her, right?
I mean, maybe they might switch sense. Because from what I remember in Village, again, the switching different characters, that's a remake thing. That's a remake Resident Evil thing. Like Resident Evil Biohazard and Resident Evil Biohazard, you played as Ethan for the entire campaign. And so that one flashback mission where you played as his wife, his girl.
Yeah, his girl.
On the boat. That was it. That was like one flashback mission, that was it. And then I remember in Village, you played as Chris. At the very end. At the very fucking end, you played as Chris. That mission, a mission. It's like you have unlimited ammo. Fucking. That's what everyone was like. Yo, this shit feels like Call of Duty. Again, Chris Redfield cannot
it's unstoppable, bro.
He's Call of Duty, bro.
He's Call of Duty.
And I liked it. People were like, "This is stupid," but I'm like, "Dude, this fucking Chris Redfield."
He was also in 6, right? That's the guy in 6. Okay, I remember him. Yeah, he was pretty crazy. Yeah.
He's also the main character of 5, which is the infamous punching rock scene. Again, that's Chris Redfield.
Yeah, Africa.
Again, I mean, like, I just associate Chris Redfield with Call of Duty type shit. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but
that's not the type of Resident Evil I like, to be honest. That's like, I'm not for that one. But
you're not alone. A lot of people don't like that kind of thing. Okay. But yeah, man, we're gonna do Resident Evil Requiem. Might be the last one. We don't know. I'm hyped for it.
I'm hyped for it, definitely.
But again, at least when I get the game, like hopefully they have a collector's edition maybe, and like maybe when I get it, I can get the game with the collector's edition.
Man, I don't know. Again, it's not even
Borderlands 4.
Bro. Whole
Borderlands 4
editions are fucking ass.
Let me get this straight. I'm hyped for it. I want to get Borderlands 4.
I skipped
3. I
enjoyed 3. I didn't pay attention to the story, gameplay wise. It was fun. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I want to play 4. I want to hop back into it. Get that nostalgia from Borderlands 2, like one of my most played games of all time. 2 was like that game. When you were a kid goofy, on PS3, 2 was that game. So I'm hyped for 4. But again, collector's edition. You think when you buy $150 a collector's edition, you get the fucking game.
That's what sucks. Like this, I thought at first it was a refresher because Death Stranding's collector's edition was disappointing to me. Ghost of Yotai's was disappointing. The Metal Gear Solid I might get, but this one, 150, you get a nice size statue, which I'm surprised it wasn't. What's that? It wasn't Trash Clap. It was something else. It was like a new robot, right?
Yeah. Not Claptrap. It was a new robot. Yeah.
But it was like a nice ass, big ass statue. Okay, a 150, and no, that's it. Wait, what? What do you mean that's it? That's it? That's
Yo, they want me to pay. You must be out your fucking mind, bro. I don't get the game.
Oh my god, you don't get the game. It's literally just a fucking statue.
It says right there, bro. Game not included.
The gall to call this a collector's edition with no fucking game, bro. These game companies are getting fucking, they say fucking, $80 games. This is also going to be an $80 game, isn't it? Or
no? I'm scared, dude. I don't know.
It's crazy.
For me, it's funny how. Listen.
For collectors.
I think with video games now, people are underappreciating again physical media, but I don't feel like it's their fault. Physical media is getting out of fucking control. Again,
there is no physical media in the games.
Nintendo saying, "Oh, you don't own your games, but this $80 cartridge allows you to get access. It's a pass key to get to the game.
It's a pass to the game. So technically,
what?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like you don't own it. It's fake. You're buying plastic for the fucks of it. That's literally all you're doing.
I genuinely noticed it when I got Modern Warfare 2, like the new one, on PS5. Bought it physical because I'm like, oh, I can just put that shit in physical. Like I can start playing right away. I put it in the game.
You fucking
I see 3 screens and then it says install. I'm like, what? I have to download the campaign, download the multiplayer, and then but I have a physical disc.
Yeah, but it's a dedicated COD app you have to download now. All Call of Duties go through the COD app, man. You need to understand that. It's the COD app. It just
baffles me that video games now, like physical media, is a joke. It's like.
That's one thing I can give the movies. With the Criterion Collection for films, the film world is going for physical media. They, cheer physical media. But the video game world went the complete opposite direction. Again, Death Stranding 2, you don't get a physical copy for that. The first Death Stranding, you get a hard steelbook. You get a steelbook with every collector's edition. Nowadays, you don't even get that. It's insane to me. It's a key pass, the game key pass.
It sucks because I can already hear some people thinking like, well, I don't care about that shit. It's like, well, cool. You don't buy the collector's edition.
Yeah,
don't buy
it. Yeah.
Download it on your fucking PlayStation. Don't even buy it again. But if you're selling a collector's edition, it's for the diehard fans that want that shit.
Exactly. Again, and it sucks that it's just I love physical media.
Look at the background.
I want the physical
look at the background.
Come on,
you see Ellie. You see Kratos. Like again,
Kratos.
This dude likes his collector's edition. I don't get him. But now looking back, I'm like, damn, I kind of wish I did.
Oh yeah, again, they go for crazy now. I'm telling you, the Last of Us Steelbook alone is going for like almost 150. It is insane. It's like it shouldn't be like that.
This. It's because I'm thinking like this shit sucks now. Like
they are.
I literally, we were kids.
Bro.
I was a kid with no job, like 14 years old, seeing Black Ops 3 Collector's Edition and selling a
fucking
Nuka-Cola mini fridge.
That shit wasn't.
And I couldn't buy it because I had no fucking. I was 13.
Yeah.
And now we're getting again little statues, and not even the game. It's like
and the
you don't even get the game with it.
Even impressive. Again, I love Hideo Kojima. I love Death Stranding, but that collector's edition compared to the first one is a disappointing in almost every single aspect of the way. The statue in and of itself, I think it's about this big. and it's like not even. It's like a thin little mech guy.
12 inches of Venom.
No, 12 inches of Venom.
Spider-Man 2 is like 12 inches of Venom, bro. Like no 12 inches of Venom. That's crazy,
man.
dude.
I don't even think Spider-Man 2 you even got a physical copy of that shit either, man. It's just like that shit. They went dead and gone with that. We really got the last wave. Death Stranding, Thor, God of War. What else? That was pretty much the last wave.
It does suck because like I think
Ghost of Yotei actually has a physical media one, but that's like $250, I think. Again, gaming is a luxury. This is what kind of world are we living in where gaming is a luxury? Everyone should be able to get their hands on games.
You were saying like, again, I thought games were for the average Joe, right? Like I thought like video gaming was like the average Joe thing, but I think what I really learned that it wasn't for the average Joe was when the PS5 launched. And I think the PS5 will probably go down as one of the middest consoles of all time.
I think because, listen,
I own one.
Yeah.
Like I own one. Like I own a PS5, but I couldn't own one for like 2.5 years. Again, people want to blame COVID. People want to blame Sony's was not properly manufacturing them enough, which I blame more of that.
I mean, it's not only that; it's also the lackluster of games. PlayStation 5 is the remastered console. Like even the new Xbox, whatever Xbox Series XXX, whatever the fuck it is, there's nothing but remasters on this. It's not really that many games that stand on its own 2 feet. And the games that do stand on their own 2 feet are sequels, but they're also then available on the PS4. So
but whose fault is that, though?
PlayStation.
Whose fault is that?
It's PlayStation.
Because I've always said that for the first time ever, there are more PlayStation 5 players than there are PS4 players.
After 5 years
of it. First time ever, there are more. And again, people want to fucking, hate on it and say like, oh, well, get your money, not your funny up, get a PS5.
Bro, when the PS4 came out, I think within like the first 3 months of the PS4 being out, everyone switched. Within a year, everyone was on PS4. Like it's not an excuse.
I think the leap from PS3 to PS4 was pretty fucking big.
Oh, it was huge.
I think the leap from PS4 to PS5, it was noticeable, but it's not. Is it $500 noticeable?
Again,
you know what I'm saying?
Another nitpick for me, man. Why the fuck are the PlayStation 5 game cartridges so close looking to the PS4 cartridges? The only difference is this. That's only it. You know the difference between the PS3 and the PS4 was a night and day difference. I love the way the PS3 cartridges look. And again, I love the way the PS4 looked, but the PS5, it's just they added a white strip. There's no real leap and forwards. And again, PlayStation, I would hope it was PlayStation pushing Naughty Dog to re-release fucking The Last of Us. Like they re-released that like 4 times at that point.
PS5 is just Last of Us, Last of Us.
Who cares a fuck about a Days Gone remastered? Like again, it's so unneeded. It's just a remastered console, and now we're in talks of a PS6.
No, it's not in talks. It's happening.
They're happening.
Like developing it. They're developing it. Like it's gonna. They're aiming for 2027.
Even though we got a fucking PS5 Pro, a useless edition. For how much do those go for nowadays?
Probably like $600,
$700. Again, for just nothing but remasters. It's a luxury. If you don't have the money, you can literally stick to the PS4. Again, first time ever we passed it up, but again, it's still like 50. Like maybe like 45% of the player base are still on PS4. So like it's like not even a wide margin of passing of people owning PS5s. Not even that wide of a margin.
Half of me really wants to blame the players and be like, why the fuck can't y'all just commit to the next generation? Because
I don't blame them.
But then I was like, yeah, but there's not, because I know a lot of games were failing to innovate because they had to also cater to PS4 players.
Cyberpunk.
So a lot of games couldn't really go full on to next gen because again, it's hard to blame the companies though when more than half your player base is still on last gen. It's hard to be like, listen guys, we're gonna be stubborn and commit to next gen, even though we're gonna lose 65% of the fucking player base off rip.
That's the problem. At the end of the day, again, it's not about artistry, it's not about creativity, it's about the money, it's about finances. Sony, it would have been better for PlayStation to have dropped PS4 a couple years sooner than it did, but they would have lost on a shit ton of more money, and that's the only reason why I did it, and that sucks. Because again, I feel like we're finally getting to the point where we're getting PS5 exclusive games, but now in order to get the true experience, you need to get the PS5 Pro, the enhanced edition, to get the true next gen feel. It's like, what the fuck are we doing here? It really is
OLED
just
TV,
OLED TV, fucking 5K TV. It's like, well, come on, man.
It's funny seeing the list of PS5 exclusives compared to PS4 exclusives, and it's a massive list compared to like 15 games as if like
I think
it's not a lot, man.
PS4 damn near has like fucking 40 plus fucking 35 exclusives. Again, yeah, Sony.
Great. And the ones I'm thinking of in my head, I thought were PS5. Like, no, that's PS4. Last of Us Part 2, PS4. Ghost of Tsushima, PS4. Like
God of War, again, God of War Ragnarok, PS4. I played the first Last of Us 2 on my PS4. Again, there was no point for a PS5. It's really just a luxury. Like you want nicer, a nicer controller, nicer, a better running game console. If you have the money to throw away or to burn, hey, sure, fuck it. But like that's not what gaming should be, and that's what gaming has become. And I really don't fucking like that.
I think no company does that better than Nintendo. Like really, like looking at gaming as like a luxury. Because to me, like that is the only reason. First of all, Nintendo Switch 2, it's the fastest selling game console of all time.
Oh, surprise, surprise!
Like within 4 days, they've sold like over 3.5 million units. Like a lot of money. That.
The amount of Nintendrones I'm fucking seeing, like, see guys, we told you, even though it was never a doubt in my mind that this console wasn't going to sell out fast. That's not the problem with the console. The problem isn't that it's popular. No shit, Nintendo, it's going to be popular. The problem is it's about the most anti-consumer product I've ever seen in my life. Again, most of the physical media have little key prints tatted on them, put it on them. Because you don't own the game. You don't own anything. And you have to be on the Nintendo network. You cannot open the game, play the game. You need to have a Nintendo account to even be able to operate it. It's like, it's ridiculous. And
you need to pay for the tutorial to like work your console, like the little walkthrough of like how your console works. You need to pay for that.
That's $10, yep.
Yeah, you got to pay for that. You have to pay to play online, which you kind of have to because, again, who gets Mario Kart to play by themselves? Again, Mario Kart, that's it. Mario Kart 8, they dropped with one game.
That's people keep saying, oh, but they have the Switch enhanced Legend of Zelda. Bro, this is the fastest selling console of all times, but it only came with one launch game. I feel like that only shows how much of a consumers, how consumed they are. But you
can play Cyberpunk on it. You can play PS4 quality Cyberpunk on it. You can play a worse version.
720 frame Cyberpunk. Wow.
Yeah. You can play a worse version of Cyberpunk for more money because remember the cartridges cost like $60.
$60, man.
You can pay more money to play a worse version.
The physical copies cost more than the digital. But again, you don't own it. It's not. We need to it's like buying a Game Boy, an empty Game Boy shell, and plugging it in and having to connect your Game Boy to the internet in order to play your fucking cartridge game. It is insane to me. And like. I don't know, it's like even when it comes to like it doesn't come with an OLED screen. Like the Switch 1 has an OLED, this one doesn't have an OLED, so it's not even that great of a screen.
Well, there's an OLED version of the Switch. There's
an OLED version, which funnily enough,
I would recommend that.
Funnily enough, they don't compare that. They always compare the original Switch to the Switch 2. They never compare the OLED Switch to the Switch 2.
Yeah.
Odd,
which is
right?
convenient.
Yeah, convenient.
But it's crazy because I was walking through Target and I saw how much they're charging for like the controllers. $95 for those fucking Joy-Cons, man.
And it's the same stick drift problem.
Yeah, same stick drift problem. Yeah.
Some of my friends work at like in electronics. They're telling me the amount of people that go and return their Switches is kind of ridiculous. But it's kind of like, again, consumer mindset. They return it. They don't want to get their money back. They just want a new Switch because this one is just, stick drift. Silly stick drift. Even though we've been able to fix that problem years ago. They come with the same technology that the first Switch came in. Keep that in mind.
The battery life is terrible from what I've heard. You're looking
3 hours.
Again, it's marketed as a mobile console, a handheld, right? So I would imagine you play it like a handheld. And it's like, I would say this. I would say if you're a child growing up in this age, then you're blessed. Because again, we had PSP. We had this little ass screen, fucking smaller than my fucking phone, bro, like to play on. You know what I'm saying? If I had a big ass screen, like I'd be spoiled right now. But again, as a grown fucking adult, going in and spending, how much is a Switch 2? Like $400, $500?
You're gonna spend easily $500 over it easily.
Yeah, because you're not only buying that,
you have to buy.
But then you gotta buy that camera, bro. You gotta buy that little camera. Remember that little camera that you have to pay $60 for, so it can just randomly record you and upload shit to the internet?
I mean, I guess technically you could get the Switch 2 and then buy the games you've already played for a $15 upgrade. You already played them 10 times, but it doesn't matter. It's Nintendo, so you can play them again on your Switch 2.
I don't know, man. I think we're gonna get dragged through by Nintendrones, man. They're gonna be like, but guys, you don't get it. Like you're not seeing the future. Imagine these games in the future they're gonna come out with. It's like, listen, man.
I understand that, and it's like the games do come out swinging with the games. But the fact of the matter is, we only have Mario Kart 8, and yes, people are saying it's the best Mario Kart of all time. But again, bro, one single
Kart. It's Mario Kart. I'm sorry. Nintendo Switch 1 came out with Breath of the Wild, which to this day I think is their best game.
People say it to this day. Yeah, people always say.
Yeah, even though the sequel, the sequel, it was also really good. But again, there's something about that original first one. Again, they came out with that. That was a system seller. Like that, I know people that have bought the Switch just because they were hearing how great that game was.
Literally.
And they bought it just to play it. Mario Galaxy as well. Like again, was it Mario Super Odyssey? Mario Odyssey. Which again was one of their best games they ever came out with. Again, system seller. This game is like, you got Mario Kart 8, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you,
it's just a promise of the games. Like you're buying a promise. Like we promised the game's gonna be good.
You're buying an upgrade, but it's not really an upgrade because if you had a PS4, I think if you have someone said like if you had a PS4 Pro, it's gonna give you the same performance as a
100%.
Nintendo Switch 2 Cyberpunk. Again, you get to play some of these games you haven't been able to play before Nintendo, which I guess if you're a Nintendo person and you don't own any other console, I guess being able to finally play Cyberpunk fucking at a worse quality for more money. I want you guys to understand this. You don't understand this.
More money, bro.
$30 to $40 how much a physical copy of Cyberpunk retails for.
This
again,
is
with sales, you know, it's not 80, it's like 60. But again, you're paying $60 for a worse performing game that's already been out for like what, 5 years now? 4 years now? Like again,
4 years.
Like I don't know, man. And then now you have Xbox with their handheld, which actually looks really fucking good. Like I might have to cop that, dude. I'm not an Xbox guy, but that Xbox handheld.
It's like it's a I would say it's an upgrade to what the Steam Deck is. It seems like it's more of a portable PC than it is an actual like Switch thing. Again, I don't even think it's comparable because this one is you're able to open the Xbox Live Pass, but also the big selling point, you're able to open Steam, which means technically you can also play PlayStation exclusive, Steam PlayStation exclusive games on your Xbox for the very first time. So this is literally a gateway to free gaming. You get this and you can game where you want, how you want, and it's like it's good. The way the Xbox turnaround is kind of crazy. They were a laughing stock. They were a laughing stock.
You can go back to some of our old podcasts from even like only a year or 2 years ago, and we were clowning Xbox. And low key, like them motherfuckers were plotting, like they were plotting
them
this whole
using
time.
it to the service industry. They said fuck. It's technically the new Xbox console. They're not making it. It's fuck. Who is it? They're not. Them themselves aren't making it. It's fuck.
They're going all in with Steam though. You're gonna be able to play Steam games on. You're gonna be able to access Steam on your new Xbox, the new Xbox they're coming out with.
Yeah.
So not only are you gonna be able to play Xbox games, you're allowed to play Steam games.
It's a ROG Ally. That's what it is.
Yeah. Which is what the handheld is also. They're also like
they already have
partnering with that.
They already have their own Steam Deck version, but this is their newest version, their Xbox collaborative project. And again, it is. This seems like
it's great.
It seems like if I'm getting a handheld, it's probably gonna be this one.
I love the way, like, again, some people are gonna say, that defeats the purpose, but I personally like the way, like, it has a controller outline at the end of it. That way you can, like, hold it properly and play it like it's a controller. Some people are gonna say, like, oh, well, Nintendo Switch, you could take the Joy-Cons off, but it's like, dude, I've seen people play. I mean, I don't have big hands, but like, I held it, and it's like, dude, it just feels awkward.
It feels very awkward. I've played the Switch. Like in long periods of time, it cramps my hand. That's one of the reasons why I never even got the first Switch in the first place. It's too small. It's too tiny. I need something like, again, that's why I like the upgrade from the PS4 controller to the PS5 controller. It has a more fitting feel to it. Like, again, you need that. You're playing this shit for hours and hours. You can't have like these Tamagotchi ass hands. My kid could do that on the PSP because again, I had kid hands. But I'm a grown ass man. I need I need something,
I don't have big fucking hands. I don't like Michael Jordan hands. Again, I got average size hands, but like fuck, dude. Like trying to play on a fucking Nintendo Switch.
I don't want arthritis.
But I mean, the Xbox handheld, it looks really good. Like I'm probably like I don't know, man.
They haven't dropped the price though. I'm not gonna lie, they have yet to drop the price.
I don't think I would ever get a handheld because me personally, like handheld gaming isn't something like I need in America. I guess in like the eastern part of the world, handheld gaming is more like popular. But like for me, it's like I don't travel on like subways. I don't travel through like planes. Like I don't need a handheld console. Like if I play video games, I'm just gonna play it at home. Like I mean,
that's
do.
honestly fair. And again, with me, it's more like I'm more like interest in like the PS Vita, like modding the PS Vita, because I'm able to mod the PS Vita to put PSP games. It's able to run all Nintendo games. Like honestly, again, if I'm traveling, that is that's pocket size. Because again, these are all technically portable, but they ain't no pocket portable. You need a little briefcase portable. But like PS Vita, that's literally pocket size thing. So I'm definitely interested into like going into that little modding aspect of the PS Vita. They're pretty cheap. And again, easy to mod. They're pretty much like a weekend modding thing. Get a new little body for it. Get a little customizing. I never had the PS Vita. I've always wanted that shit. The PSP was probably one of my favorite game consoles of all time.
I got a PSP in 2005. It was my first ever like game console. Like I got a PS2, but it wasn't mine. It was like my brother's. And PS Vita was like PSP. My bad. Yeah, was my first ever like console that I was able to like have.
And you know what the funniest thing is? There's a PS Vita model that has an OLED screen. I'm just saying. There's a PS Vita OLED model. And fucking Switch 2 can't even fucking have that. All right.
Isn't that kind of crazy? But I think the reason why is because they're going to try to charge you later for it. Again, it's smart
100%.
marketing.
It's smart. It's 100% smart.
Drop this first,
and then do a model that's way better than the other one, and then say this is the must-have. You must have this, or you're going to miss out on the new little graphics. See that? Instead of 60 frames, you get 65 frames, $150 extra. Here we go.
I mean, for me, like that's kind of my mindset with most consoles, right? Is like when they first come out, don't buy them right away. Wait, but again, I want
2 years, I think.
Yeah, like a year, 2 years, and I kind of want to play some of the games on the new console. Again, I got PS5 just to play God of War Ragnarok, and that's probably a great decision because that game was amazing.
That game, changed me as a person, honestly.
Like playing that, like really, like that's a system seller. Like that game was fantastic, and then playing that.
But I was also on the PS4. Just saying. Also on the PS4.
And it's also on Steam as well now. Like it's also on like PC now.
Which again, I think when I was like maybe like back when I was only on the PS5, I mean PSP, PS4 days, I was like, oh yeah, nah. All we need to keep PlayStation needs to keep its exclusives to itself. That's how we get it. Like now, I'm at a point where like let everyone play any exclusives wherever they want, how they want. That's why again, Xbox marketing and the way they're going about it is fucking genius. They're not really into like again Halo Infinite. We're not talking about no gaming anymore, right? We're not talking about that. We're talking about Xbox Live and the new ROG Ally X. Like their openness to wanting to connect all gamers together in one singular spot. You'll be able to play with any of your friends no matter what now. I think that's the way of it. I think.
Yeah, I think so. It is kind of funny like seeing like certain Steam games finally making their way to console. Like Ready or Not is like dropping on consoles. And it's like I've been playing that game since early access days, right? Like, I've been playing that shit.
And one of the benefits of PC, I'm saying, end of the day, I think you should get a PC before anything.
Yeah, and it's crazy because, PlayStation really they're starting to feel like old heads stuck in their ways a little bit. Like again, they have these they have these exclusives, right? These exclusives that Nintendo also has their exclusives, right? But PlayStation exclusives haven't really been hitting lately, and I think that's the biggest thing.
Remakes and sequels,
Yeah, I think that's the one thing that we've always defended PlayStation is that we have the better exclusives always. We didn't have Halo, we didn't have Gears of War, but we also had like again Last of Us. We had
God of War.
Like that Ghost of Tsushima, we had Uncharted. Like Infamous. We've had a lot of like big exclusives that to me were like my childhood. And now again, Microsoft is also doing shit with Call of Duty.
Wasn't
with
Death
Game Pass.
Stranding the first originally PS4 exclusive? I think Death Stranding was a PS4 exclusive originally too.
I know it was PS4.
Yeah. But that's insane. Yeah. Like, again, Xbox. I mean, PlayStation had it. They had the backing. They had the console to like back their shit up. But nowadays they really don't. It's like again, I look at it and they don't really seem like they're doing all that much when it comes to gaming related shit.
I mean, it sucks because PS5 is what I play on when I'm not playing on my PC, but
100%.
I'm not playing PS5 exclusive games. I'm playing games I could easily play on my PC.
Literally, I do it out of convenience, out of comfort.
yeah, it's convenience, it's comfort, it's performance. Because like again,
Game sharing.
game sharing. But one thing's also consoles will always have over PC is that again, PC is very dictated on what you're running, what your specs are.
You need to have nice equipment to run
some game, but also some games aren't meant for PC. Like they're not optimized enough for it. Like it's even kind of crazy playing like Night Rain on PC. It clearly says we do not recommend you play it on keyboard. Play it with a controller. It's like
FromSoft, they're definitely a console-oriented game development company, but that's only because they worked for Sony for a long time. Again, Bloodborne, one of the greatest fucking games people say of all time, PS4 exclusive, Bloodborne. That's why that's to this day still a PS4 exclusive. Like, what the fuck are we?
Some people are just begging them, just make a PS5 version or put it on Steam, please. We don't want a fucking no Bloodborne 2, fine, but make it like give us an upgrade, give us 60 frames. Give us
something.
It's kind of hard jumping into it because again, it's like it does feel like an older game, even though I still think it's good. I do think that I'm an Elden Ring guy more than I am like a FromSoft person. I think like FromSoft as a gaming company, I do appreciate. But trying to play some of their other games, I realized like I should really just do like Elden Ring. I don't know if I love.
I get you.
I don't know if I love From Software. I think I just love Elden Ring. I love the world. I love the vibe. I love the the gameplay. I don't know if I love FromSoft games. Like it's hard because I've tried to get into Dark Souls 3. I've tried to get into Dark Souls 1.
I fucked with Dark Souls 3. I think that was so I even tried
to get into Bloodborne, but again, it's like. I mean, crucify me if you want, but like they're just not for me. Like they're cool. I love the aesthetic of Bloodborne. I think it's one of the coolest aesthetics that FromSoft has ever done. But man, just playing Elden Ring, man, fucking thou tarnished. Like again, just coming into that world, seeing that giant tree, like
is that George R.R. Martin sauce?
Yeah, he wrote it, and then Mizuzaki came in and just fucking destroyed it. That's pretty much what he wanted George R.R. Martin to do: is create a world, and then he can come in and just fucking destroy it all, which is what he did. George R. R. Martin made these characters, made this world, and then Mizuzaki just came in and fucking destroyed it all, which is awesome.
Scarlet Rot dead. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Whole characters that he wrote, he just kills them off right away, and you never see them in the game. But you hear about them like being killed, and it's just like, okay, cool, I guess. But that was something. You recently told me that you're getting into this world that I've been telling you to get into for a long time. And that's the world of Mass Effect.
Mass Effect, yeah. Well, I haven't gotten into it yet. I'm about to start it. I got that that remaster, that all 3 collector's edition shit. I'm gonna go into it again because I love sci-fi, but unironically, I don't know what it is. It's just that I don't think I played Andromeda, but I liked Andromeda. But I don't know. I guess the world in and of itself, that type of sci-fi never really interested me. Maybe it's just purely because the aesthetic of it. I just maybe think it's like too clean looking. I don't know. But again, everyone says, I've heard it for years from you that it's like, one of your favorite games. At least, what is it, 3 or 2 is your favorite?
3.
3? Everyone usually says 2, but 2 is your favorite. But okay.
I think the conclusion of 3 is what I love, even though it's notorious for like having a bad ending. But that was at launch. When the game first launched on PS3, the ending was horrible. But credit to BioWare, they then released a DLC patch to fix the ending, to give more like different endings. And that's the version that I played on. I never played the original.
I've been craving a new story, and this is still completely new. Funny enough, I practically know absolutely nothing about this. I don't know any spoilers. I don't really know any character. I'm good at avoiding that type of stuff. And if I'm not interested and I choose not to be interested, I just floop. So I'm going in this practically completely blind. So I'll definitely let you guys know how that goes, my journey with that, if I like it or not. But I do have I'm confused on the character creation, right? So is it best to just fucking pick Shepard and then just continue on with just a pre-made Shepard skin? Or should I just make my own, and then is that character, do I have to remake the character every new game?
Well, I'll tell you what, you're playing on Legacy Edition, it's going to carry over. It's Legacy, right? It's Legacy Edition. It's going to carry over.
So the graphics are going to look the same from the first to the third?
No, but because it's remastering game. You're trying to remaster a game that was made in 2007, and then remaster game was made in 2013 or 2012. My bad. A lot easier, right? Like there's a big jump in graphics. Mass Effect 3 definitely looks the best on Legacy Edition, but Mass Effect 1 and 2 still have come a long way. Like they did a really decent job. I feel like bringing it up. The gameplay definitely feels like it's from its time. It definitely feels like that typical third person. Yeah. I would say Mass Effect 1 heavily got better gameplay. Like even though the gameplay still feels dated, it was way worse when it first launched. It's
not like
it's
like a 90-day different, like a Resident Evil type difference.
It's not. Yes, it's not like Resident Evil 4 remake type of uplift, but they definitely did a lot of work with 1.
Gotcha.
2 and 3 didn't need much help because again, those games have aged pretty well. But 1 was the most dated, and 1's the one that did the most work on fixing it and shit.
Okay, but again, what did you do then when it comes to again, literally the creator? I'm the kind of person that gets stuck on a character creating system for 3 hours. I mean, you saw me in fucking Baldur's Gate, literally fucking hour and a half. But what do? Do you choose do you make your own character, or do you just literally just stick with the pivotal commander? Because Commander Shepard, I know his face, I see his face, so I feel like I should just stick with that.
My personal opinion, you said Baldur's Gate, right?
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate is a D&D RPG adventure, right?
Exactly.
In my personal opinion, not to say I haven't done it, because I do think that the female Shepard's base face almost looks a little too anime girly looking, so I always tweak it a little bit.
Pretty girl.
It looks too crazy.
You're going to war with it. Yeah, going to war and shit, and you just got.
Well, her face also changes. Hers changes the most over the games. Her pre-made face changes the most over all 3 games. I would say the male Shepard is pretty consistent through all 3 games. It looks like the same person. But
I'm not gonna lie to you. Because fucking Mass Effect Andromeda kind of fucking traumatized me with the character creating. Because my character had a low-key ugly face, but I could never change it, and I never figured out how to change it. So I'm thinking
that was
stick to the face models. I think
that game was notorious for having Sarah Ryder looking ugly on purpose. Is what everyone was getting mad about. They made her too. Which I was again, it's I mean, it's funny
I'm about my personal made characters. I could not make a good-looking character to save the life of me, and I usually
it was funny. Because I remember Andromeda, the actual actor, the mocap person, was actually much prettier than the person that they made her look out to be.
Yeah.
Which is kind of wild that they made her more ugly. That was weird. But I would say, me personally, you said Baldur's Gate. I think Baldur's Gate is an RPG. It's a immersive, choose your own adventure. I would say, just like how Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is a great RPG where you're playing as a character that you can't really customize.
He's Henry.
Yeah. I would say that Mass Effect is the same way. I think you keep the base Shepard.
Oh, base Shepard. For me, that's all you gotta say less. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah. For me, I think keep him like that. I
just
think
customize his backstory, right? Just make him a.
That's
I'm making
cool
him a soldier.
Because you can get different buffs, you get different things, and people will also mention that to you in the game. But to me, adding that customizing goal feature, I get it. It's standard for RPGs, but
you think it's unnecessary?
For me, the story of Mass Effect, it's a little bit unnecessary for Mass Effect, just because I feel like the narrative itself, it just flows better with the the default face. Because again, even when I see cutscenes of custom-made characters, to me it takes me out of it. I'm like, what the fuck is this? It looks like a modded version of the game. It doesn't look real to me.
Say less, because I was thinking that too. Because again, like you said, I don't see how I can make a character customization in the first Mass Effect and then have it carry out to be good or consistent. I feel like it would be too I don't think I would have felt it.
It doesn't help also when the main character of the game, the pre-made default person, is on the cover of every
single thing,
every single game. He looks like that on the cover of the game. So to change him, again, a haircut here or there is different, but to completely change his appearance is to me, it's unnecessary. Again, if you want to do it. You can, it's an RPG. It's the options there.
He has different hairstyles, because I don't think I've ever seen him other than that fucking buzz fade cut. I've only ever seen
that's what he's a soldier. He's a fucking soldier. That's what he should have. Again,
nah, I want some long hair, man. Samurai shit.
Man, that game is amazing. You're in for a ride. I think Mass Effect 1 is. To it. I think Mass Effect 1, there is a few moments in that game, some little horror elements here and there that the other games don't really have. I think that's the most ambitious one, because they didn't really have an identity. They're experimenting with a lot of things in the first game. And then the game 2, it's okay, that's where you get the huge action adventure. Probably has the best opening. No, I mean, the opening is great for 2. Okay. But opening for 3, man, that opening for 3.
I think the opening for 3, that's the first Mass Effect game I played in a sense where it was the demo, so it was the same mission over and over again. Yeah. Because back on the PS3 days, I used to that's when demos were fun too. I used to play the same demos over and over again. So the Mass Effect 3 demo I used to play over and over again. I remember a kid following me. I was like, what the fuck? Always a kid following me around.
It's so funny what that kid represents, because that kid shows up a lot in the game.
Even
but he is not an important character. He is a nobody. It is just a kid that you saw get blown up by the Reapers. And it's again, the Reapers. are the first game. They're like a ghost. They're like a nightmare. Like, okay, the Reapers. Where are the Reapers?
All right.
And then 2, they're not really a part of the story that much. Even though they do make a appearance, they're not really a part of the story. But again, I always compare it to Game of Thrones. Winter is coming.
Okay.
That's the Reapers.
All right.
Winter is coming. The Reapers are fucking coming. The entire game, 1 and 2, Shepard is like, the Reapers are coming. The Reapers are coming. We all need to be ready. And then when they finally fucking show up, it's like, damn, we weren't that ready.
I'm definitely gonna go into this as blind as possible, and like again, whatever decisions I make, I'm gonna stick with the decisions. Because apparently there's some like species-ending decisions you gotta also make in these games. Like, okay, I want to see some crazy shit.
I would say personally, for Mass Effect 2. There's that big mission at the end, the suicide mission.
Chill out.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Me personally, I would cheat and like look up how to save people because I don't know. I feel like
if it's that bad, all right, okay.
There are some great characters that you can lose. I'm just saying. Like,
hey,
I don't want. I feel like it ruins the experience to lose some really great characters. It's not that forgiving. It's fucking old. It's an old game.
Okay.
It's not forgiving. Like to me, like again, I would cheat and just figure out how to save them all because to me, like. There's some great characters you're gonna miss out on, like,
right.
You know.
I guess I'll just
Garrus, man. Yeah. Garrus is by far the. Garrus is one of the. I mean, you'll love him.
Okay.
That's why Liara, Garrus, I guess Mass Effect 1. Yeah, those are the 2 best characters. Ashley, bit of a racist. I don't like her, but Caden, chill dude.
Right.
You know, but can't stand those fucking aliens. It's like, yeah, she's a little bit of a racist, a little bit of a xenophobe. It's like, all right, fucking weirdo. But
shit,
yeah,
I'm looking forward to that. I'm hyped for that. Yeah, I'm hyped.
I'm excited for you. I mean, 2025 has been a great year for video games. Like playing
in general, even the new ones.
Expedition 33, playing.
Yo, I don't think last time we've talked about Expedition 33. I don't think either of us really played it like that. You beat it now, and I'm like 50 hours. I'm almost damn near 50 hours in. I'm finally at the Paintress in Act 2.
Yeah.
Okay. But anyway, but the game is fucking phenomenal. I could see it definitely being maybe game of the year for me, maybe not. This game is still Death Stranding and Metal Gear Solid's coming out this year. Insane year of gaming.
Let me ask you this: Do you think remakes should count?
No. Again, I will stand by that fact. I don't think remakes should count. I don't know.
Yeah. I think because are they really a new game? They're not really a new game.
If anything, give them their own separate category. If anything,
yeah,
because again, game of the year supposed to like push, in a sense, the industry forward, and I guess no, I don't. Again,
there was a huge argument because again, remember last year, people were trying to really argue that Shadow of the Erdtree should have won Game of the Year.
That was DLC. That's fucking stupid. You're fucking that.
But I'm just saying, ridiculous. If you look at what we got last year, it was again. This year of video games reminds me of 2018 when we got Spider-Man, Red Dead Redemption 2, God of War, Detroit Become Human. Like, literally. We have bangers. Last year, the game of the year was Astrobot. Listen, I'm not saying that Astrobot's a bad game, but like,
if that one,
come on,
everything
bro.
else was like,
that was the best we had last year. It's like, I don't know.
It was the best sound. That's the thing.
This year, it's like, man, we have fucking Doom. We got Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Indiana Jones.
Well, technically it was last year, but for PlayStation,
I keep forgetting
that. Technically that was last year. But again, we got Doom, we got again Expedition 33, we got Death Stranding 2 coming out.
Yeah, apparently Doom Awakening, Dune Awakening, that survival, the people that made Conan Exiles. Apparently, I've been seeing a lot. It's looking good. Originally, when I first saw the gameplay, I thought it was like, a knockoff. But apparently, it stands on its own 2 feet, and a lot of people are saying it's actually pretty decent. So it's also on, surprisingly enough, it's also on PlayStation. So I might get it on sale. If it's ever on sale, I'm definitely gonna try it. Because again, I'm a Dune fan, Dune Messiah. I'm hyped for that shit. So if you want the feel of the world of Dune, having the sandworms,
they said
come and jump and kill you. It's amazing.
Yeah, someone said if you don't like survival games, you're not gonna like it. But it's
fair enough. Yeah, it's a survival game. Yeah. I like survival games. Minecraft. Yeah. Again, I like Conan Exiles. Ironically, it's a good game. I play the fuck out of Conan Exiles. Really good.
Yeah, but I think right now it's hard for me because I'm really going back and forth between Angry Joe gave Expedition 33 and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 10 out of 10. Right now, I would say Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is definitely a 10 out of 10. I think
it's
playing
9.5 to 10, honestly.
Yeah, I think playing it, I think the issues that I have with the game are slowly going away. The combat not really being my thing. I still think the combat is not where it should be in 2025, but you know, I'm playing it and I'm like,
Yeah.
I just don't care. Again, I just don't care.
Yeah, exactly. It's
I have
good.
never played a more immersive game in my entire life. I think it is by far the most immersive. Like what people felt when they played Skyrim for the first time.
It's what you
They
feel
played.
like this.
It's
Yeah.
what I feel when I play this game.
You
Like,
are a
I have
literal
never.
knight in Czechoslovakia in what in the 13,
Yeah,
1600s,
like
whatever the 1300s.
me, like I'm not a big fantasy guy. Like we have gone back and forth on this. Like I am a sci-fi person, in my blood. I'm sci-fi.
See, yeah, definitely.
You've always loved the more fantasy shit. I've always been more sci-fi. I mean, growing up, my game was Fallout. Your game was fucking Skyrim.
Yeah,
so I mean, like,
yeah,
and
Oblivion.
to me, I think the biggest thing that was hard for me to get into again was like, you know, goblins and fucking, you know, dwarves and elves and dragons and shit and fucking wargs and all that shit. But this game is like, again, none of that exists.
Well,
it's a
real
medieval
life.
game.
Yeah, it's real life.
It's real life. And just playing that, I'm like, this is reminding me of all the things I loved about Game of Thrones that didn't involve like supernatural fucking fantasy shit. Like just knights in armor trying to kill each other or trying to, like, again, also the political scheming,
the goofy side missions too. You keep forgetting about like every time Henry gets drunk with like a random group of bandits and you just like fight. I remember the one mission you had to talk to us talking. You got so drunk you had a conversation with a dog. That shit was so funny. Like it's like it's these goofy things, but then again you spend then the next 5 or 6 hours having to infiltrate and again politically scheme your way out of something or like, you know, do something, sneak your way into a castle. It's like crazy the amount. Again, RPG is like, it's a great year for that, 100%.
Yeah, I think, and then going from that, something like Expedition 33, which is like turn-based Dark Souls, like it's really weird. I had so much fun parrying, even though I sucked at parrying. I was a dodge person,
God, yeah.
and then trying to parry, it's like that again. That game has so much content in it.
It really
does. Again, for me, it's a great year for smaller studios. Again, that studio, it's the first game. Like Expedition 33
was
Ubisoft.
Like, again, Ubisoft back when Ubisoft had its shine, it had great developers, and those developers left, and now they made Expedition 33, and they're saying they're already moving on to the next project. So whatever whatever they're coming out with, it's hype. It's crazy. The soundtrack,
$50, Terrell. $50.
I think
$50.
This shit rivals the best soundtracks of like in general, like not even gaming wise, but even like movie score
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud. They
found the motherfucker on SoundCloud, Terrell.
That's like, what you find. It's like they found an artist and they gave him an opportunity, and he fucking shined in this shit. It is like clear obscure, that shit is just Lumiere, like literally in my head every day.
It's like one of my biggest cons was like, there's almost too much good music. Like fuck, dude, I want to hear more of it, but like I'm moving on to this new area. Like I remember playing the game thinking like, okay, like violin, like this is dope. But then you get to like this underwater one, it's like little synthy, and I'm like, yo. And then you get these huge boss battles, and again, like some Dark Souls, like Elden Ring type music starts playing. I'm like, man, this guy's amazing. I hope he has work until for the rest of his fucking career.
They're gonna keep him. Hopefully, they're gonna keep him on board like they did with the Doom guy. But you know, at least hopefully they won't fuck him over. But yeah, it's like even the story, the character wise, like what they do with the story is it's a very sad story. It's like damn, like tragedy after tragedy for real. Because again, I lost another character. I was like, damn, not him, damn. But like, I think when it comes to who do you play as? Because I feel like
that's the fun of it. Like I never got into Pokemon, but if I was into Pokemon, this is what it would be like. Like again, walking around this world, hey, I want to fight you. Let's fight. And then you have like this whole battlefield where you have to like take turns and shit.
Well, who do you play as?
When I played, well, first of all, I played as the main character, Mael. I think she is the main character of the story. I don't really care what the fuck anyone else to say. Verso, arguably the main character as well. Verso, and then Monaco. I loved Monaco. I think Monaco, but I kind of enjoyed playing as Sael as well and Loon. But for me, like Monaco, Mael, and Verso were just to me the easiest for me to comprehend. Listen,
really, that's funny.
The game throws a lot at you. You know, there's a high skill curve to some of these characters. I'm pretty stupid when it comes to that shit. Monaco, big wheel, pretty easy for me to wrap my head around. Mael, her stances. Easy to wrap my head around.
That's the thing. Unironically, I really don't even think I'm playing the main characters. I don't really say this, but I don't really like Verso's game style, and it's not. Maybe it's not that I don't get it. I just don't think it's fun. For me, it's Luna. Mael.
Yeah.
Monaco, and what's the
Sayel's the girl with the twin blade.
I play her because I think she's my dedicated healer. Her healing fucking tactics and powers are fucking. I cannot die because practically after every attack she just heals everybody.
You might be thinking of Loon then. Loon's the healer.
No,
Loon's
she's
the girl with like
just a mage.
With no shoes that like floats.
Oh no, she's my fire mage. No, she does fucking fire dance. Again, I'm replaying very different. That's what I like about it. Like I'm replaying it very differently. That's the
again.
thing.
That's like
the two main characters. I'm not even playing for real. Like that's the thing. It's like I see them in the cutscenes. I love their dynamic. It's a very everyone's dynamic with Verso is amazing. I do like that. Fucking I think SKA might be my favorite character. He's so fucking goofy. I love SKA.
I think SK might be like one of the best characters of 2025. Like just watching,
unironically, might be fun video game characters.
Like literally hearing him. First of all, he sounds like Javier Bardem. I don't care what nobody says. He sounds like Javier Bardem from No Country for Old Men. Yeah, he is so cool. Like I want like a little doll of SK, man. Like I want,
the rocks.
Yeah,
like such a chill dude. Yeah.
Yeah, like I think like watching this game, playing this game reminds me like, damn, there are still passionate people out there. Like given time, again, this game feels like it's been done by passionate players.
Yeah, they love it, bro.
It baffles me that like it's so easy for players that are passionate when they're not like again, greed. They're passionate. They're using their heart. Like you can tell this is an artist's vision.
Art. Yeah, when
put to the fucking game. Like
artists
the graphics are really good. The graphics are amazing. The soundtrack's amazing. And then again, playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, it's like, damn, Deep Silver, like, again, this is a smaller studio, but like, fuck, this game's amazing. Like, again, it shocks me why every game just can't be like this. Because again, you said ex-Ubisoft developers. We had some ex-Rockstar developers make a game. That shit was not good.
I mean, I will say the future is bright for AA gaming and first A. AAA gaming is where I think where shit's kind of just muddy. But AA gaming, the smaller studios, the $50, $40 titles. I mean, yeah, not Mind's Eye. Let's ignore fucking Mind's Eye. Jesus
Man, let's
Christ.
Do we want to talk about that game? Like I think that game was
it's not much to say if I'm being real with you.
I think that might be the biggest dumpster fire of the year so far. I think like Splitgate 2 was up there, but again, Mind's Eye, it's one thing when the person that's in the company leaves the company before the game even launches.
Again, it's another. He's my guy. He started fucking rumors that Rockstar was like, yeah, they're fucking dropping low ratings on my game because they know it's going to be a fucking GTA 6 competitor. They're just lying about my name. Come to find out, he didn't want to give any reviewers review copies. Literally, on the day of release was when everyone was able to play the fucking game. That's a Ponzi scheme. You're a scammer. It
is kind of crazy because they did some sponsored streams for Mind's Eye, but then they had some people that they canceled them right before they're about to go live. They canceled it.
It's like, back to Dune.
Don't show these games. Don't show our game. And it's kind of sucks because the main character again, same guy that played Lincoln Clay in Mafia 3, like same guy, like he just fucking can't catch a break, dude.
Not catch a break. He needs a new agent because this is like a junkie. Like it really is. Technically, it's not even open world. It's a mission based. If you go off too far, it ends. So it's like and everything about it. Again, the gameplay. It's like you driving in a car. It's like a weightless tank looking. It's like so shitty. It was like same thing as what was it? A Way Out? Days Gone. No, Days Gone.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I think Days Gone is a much better game than this shit. Let me just say that right now. I think Days Gone is a fun arcadey game. I think it's an arcadey kind of game. It's like a narrative.
Okay, not Days Gone. No, what was it?
You're thinking of
the zombie game. It was a big.
Oh, okay. The day after.
After that one.
Yeah, day after.
Entire, like that was a genuine scam. It was the day after vibes. It's literally that.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to me the amount of people playing it and then are surprised that it's shit. It's like, wow, this game is shit. What is like? Come on now. You could have used context clues. Think for yourself. You don't have to.
I think
buy the game. You don't have to buy a product to know it's shit. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I think that's why it's hard for me to. Because I remember like we try to like name off great games. It's hard for me to name off bad games because I just don't play them.
Like, I literally avoid them. You can avoid them.
Yeah, like I'm not a reviewer. I'm not like getting sponsored. I don't make money from this. Like I'm not fucking wasting my hard-earned money to play a shit game. The last game that we played that was genuine horse ass was Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
Killed the Justice League.
You wanted to play that shit.
I wanted to play it. I wanted to try it. I wanted to see what the vibes. Because I was hearing two different things. I was hearing this game's okay. I heard this game's dog shit.
I mean, I was hearing different things, but again, I just looked at it. I was like, yeah, this shit looks fucking god awful. Technically, I think they finally dropped it. I think the last update was like a few months ago, and they officially
dropped the ending to the game. They rushed it. They rushed it in like a cutscene, like a comic book panel type cutscene. They finally gave out the ending of the game. And I think it sucks because, again, live service games, I don't think are stupid. I just think the way they're done stupidly.
They need to be
free. That
makes
makes sense.
At the end of the day, I don't think you need to charge a full price game and it can be live service. That does not compute in my head. It does not make any sense to me.
Yeah, I would say again, making it free, but also I think games like Elden Ring, Night Rain could benefit from a little bit of live service.
But it wasn't full price. I mean,
yeah, it wasn't full price. $40 again.
$40.
I think if you're gonna do a live service game, maximum $40. You cannot charge $60 to $70 for a live service game.
Concord also was trying to be live service, and it was also I think $40 or $50, and we'll see how that ended
Didn't
up
they
with.
give up? They gave up something for that game, right? They were gonna make a different game, and then they said, nah, PlayStation.
Oh no, PlayStation dropped $100 million to buy the company. They dropped a bag, which I'm assuming strict took away funds probably from Naughty Dog doing the Last of Us multiplayer. It stripped funds for several projects 100%. It fucked up so much shit.
I don't even remember what that game is. I don't remember what it was. I don't ever remember wanting to play it. I don't remember wanting to see it.
It was genuinely out for 2 weeks.
And I think it had less than 700 players in the first week. It had didn't even launch that many players.
I don't even think it ever broke 10K, honestly. Barely.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I think the future's bright. I think the future's bright for this year.
It is.
I want to kind of keep people up to date. We're doing some other stuff with TikTok. We're doing some stuff with movie reviews. We want to do more reviews on gaming, because again, it's hard for us to on a podcast, because we'd like to. It's a little bit planned, but it's a little bit outlined, go with the flow.
It's more like a friends having conversations.
We want to do more lists. We want to do more things to get you guys talking about it. Because we have I feel we're pretty strong opinionated people about the things we like. I think
definitely are. We got some strong, unpopular opinions.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of for as much as we agree on shit, it's kind of funny to see what we think is our best movies and our best games, how they go two different directions.
100%.
And I think we don't always spend too much time on them on this, because we want to again move on to the next thing. But we're trying different stuff on the channel. We're trying different stuff on TikTok. We're trying to keep stuff fresh. If you guys want to see anything else, we're trying
let
to
us know what you guys want to see. Because again, we think about top 10 doing tournament, this or that. It's kind of make it more fun and engaging for you guys. So let us know what you think, and thank you guys for watching this episode. Of course, if you made it this far, the Nerdvana Podcast on all platforms. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Spotify. And yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
All right, guys. Peace out, guys.